Hello guys, it's me again for the last time for this semester in San Francisco. So let's get to it. First of all, the challenges. Raul, you challenged me to get you a song, or maybe it was a punishment challenge, I don't know. A song in a language that you have never heard spoken. So the link is in the description. I don't even know what's the name of the song. I think it's in Afrikaans. I don't know. I hope you like it. Now, Jordy, your video, I don't know if your video will be out by the time this was uploaded, but you told me your challenge was for me to snap my fingers as many times as I could in 20 seconds. So here we go. And 3, 2, 1. It's starting to hurt. We're halfway through. Okay. You asked me to do my video about something, and yeah, my video is about happiness, and I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. And you challenged me to tell you a story of something that I'm empathetic to, and I think empathy doesn't necessarily have to be with humans. You can be empathetic to a lot of stuff, to all living beings. This summer I watched a documentary called Plastic Ocean. It's on Netflix if you want to watch it. I highly recommend it. It's one of the most important documentaries that I've watched, and one of the best ones too. That really tells you what happens to plastic after you use it, and how it's scattered all over the ocean, and animals eat it, and they die because they can process plastic, because obviously the animal bodies aren't made to process plastic. It's not good for them in any way. You really feel empathetic towards those animals who are suffering because of this, and towards the earth in general. Of course, I also feel a lot of empathy towards all those people who are suffering because of trash. There are people who literally live above trash every day. I really recommend watching that documentary. It's really good and really informative, and it has changed my way of seeing things. Let's get to this. Welcome to Victoryville. So today I want to talk to you about happiness and sadness, but mostly happiness, because right now there's a lot of things to be happy about. For example, Christmas is already here, which is always very nice. Today was my last day of class, which is both kind of happy and sad. I'm happy because I really need this. I need a break from this, but the classes have been amazing. The professors are amazing. My classmates are amazing. It's been a great experience to me so far, and I've learned a lot. Well, smaller things are also important to take into account. Today I had a great nap, so I'm happy about that, and I'm generally happy about having all kind of people who care about me, and people who I care about. And I think people are a very important part of your life. Maybe not the only important part, because people aren't everything, but there certainly are something really important, and you would not survive without them, and they wouldn't survive without you, at least not in a happy way. So yeah, I think we should be happy about all this kind of stuff. So the idea for this video came to me while thinking about a phrase. It's something like this: you can have a rainbow without a little rain. And of course there are many variants of this phrase, but it all have the same idea. You can have happiness without sadness. But it's funny to think about it, because that would also imply, can you have sadness without happiness? I don't know, it's just an interesting thing. But I think it's kind of applicable to real life, and I kind of like it. And yeah, one of the things that I was talking about is this holds true even in music. For example, take a look at the most famous chords there are. Not specific chords, but kinds of chords. There's the major chords and the minor chords. Just major chords are usually associated with happiness, and minor chords are sad. So a major chord is formed by taking the root note and adding a major third and a major fifth. A major third sounds like this, and a major fifth sounds like this. Now, when you put them together, you get a major triad. And that sounds happy, doesn't it? And I mean, it's two major components. However, a major third is composed it's a difference by 3 semitones from one note to another. So in this case is... But a minor triad is formed by a distance of 3 semitones, not 4, and something like this. So when you look at the major fifth, when you look at the major chord, you'll notice that it's formed by a major triad followed by a minor triad. So you can have this happiness without sadness. But then you look at the minor chord, which is a minor third and a major fifth, and the distance between the third and the fifth in this case, it's also a major third. So you have this happiness and sadness together again. A major third and a minor third, they're just in different order. So even in music, you can't have happiness without sadness. Of course, you can make a chord that has 2 major thirds in it, and that would be an augmented chord, which is kind of happy, but not too much. It's kind of overwhelming, and it's very useful sometimes, but it's not as joyful as the major third, which is really interesting because one would expect 2 major things to sound even happier, but it isn't like that. I guess that reflects kind of how you can have this happiness without the sad part. Now, Raul, for your next video, we've talked a little bit about this, but I want you to do some research about pi and tau and explain why one is better than the other for you. I'll see you next week, probably in person. Now, another reason why I'm especially happy today is that exactly 1 year ago was one of the happiest days of my life, because among other amazing things that happened that day, it was the day that I got admitted to Minerva, and a lot of things have happened since then. I came to San Francisco to check if this was a real school or not. I had an art exposition. I succeeded at IB. I graduated from high school. I went to the beach with my friends. I became the Excel champion in Mexico. Then I went to the Excel World Championship, and more importantly, I got into Disney for free because I was part of the championship. I left the school and city where I was raised in, and I moved away from my family and friends that saw me grow throughout my life. Came here to a different country, learned to work, to pay for my own food and prepare every single meal that I ate. I learned to share a room and met a lot of awesome people, and in fact I'm still meeting a lot of them because we're a bunch of people. I walked a lot. I delivered 18 assignments. I learned to move by myself throughout the city. Got a new guitar and a new amp. And today, December 15, 2017, 1 year after I got admitted into this school, I'm about to submit my final project, which officially marks the ending of my first semester at Minerva. It feels good. Now 1 year from now, who knows what's gonna happen? 1 year from now, I will have lived in Korea for 4 months. I will be preparing to move to India. A million things could happen in that time, and I can't wait to find what happens. Tomorrow I'm taking a plane to go back to Mexico for Christmas, but all that has to wait. For now, I'm gonna watch Star Wars.